Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera. Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So first of all, I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Next, we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down to touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And then back down to touch our toes once more. Stand up straight, guys, and have a shake. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. And then let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Now let's take our right hand and find our left foot. And then left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. And last one, left hand, right foot. And to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So welcome to today's math lesson. But who can tell me, what were we learning about in the previous few math lessons? Measuring angles. Excellent, guys. Measuring angles. So let's write that phrase on the board first. Measuring, M-E-A U-R-I-N-G, measuring. And angles is spelled A-N-G-L-E-S. So altogether, measuring angles. So who can remember the name of the special tool that we're using to measure and draw angles? Beginning with P. Anybody remember, guys? Protractor. Excellent. And a protractor looks something like this. It's a large semicircle which tells us 180 degrees. We begin here at 0 degrees, and then we go all the way up to a right angle. Now, who can remember how many degrees is a right angle? A right angle is 90 degrees. Excellent. So then, if we put two right angles together, how much for a protractor? 180. Excellent. 180 degrees. And then what we have to do, we can count our protractor in groups of 10. So we go from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way to 90 degrees. And then once we get to 90 degrees, we can go from 90 to 180. So 100, 110, 130, 40, 150, 160, and then 170. So here we have our protractor, which can measure the angles from 0 to 180 degrees. And the protractor is spelled P-R-A-T-R-A-C-T-O-R. So to recap the previous lesson, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some of my students a marker pen and then ask them to measure one of the angles they learnt about in the previous lesson. And then we can see if our students can remember how to do them. So let's see who can go first. Pak Bung. Pak Bung, come and join me at the front of class, please. Okay. So in the previous lesson, we learned how to measure a straight angle. Now, Pak Bung, can you remember how many degrees is a straight angle? Perfect. It's a straight line, but how many degrees for a straight angle? Has to be a particular number of degrees. 180 is correct. You can see here from 0 to 180 is a straight angle, a straight line. Two right angles placed together. So can you label and name your straight angle, please? 180 degrees. And then what's it called? Straight angle. So straight, S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T. And then angle, A-N-G-L-E. So there we have a great demonstration of a straight angle from Pak Bung. A straight angle must always be 180 degrees. Pak Bung, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Pak Bung, please, guys. Okay, and now we move on to a different type of angle that we learned about in the previous lesson. So now I would like to ask Pat to come forward and demonstrate how to draw a reflex angle. So remember, a reflex angle can be anywhere above 180 degrees all the way round to 360 degrees. So any type of reflex angle that you like, please, Pat, to 359 degrees. Okay, so the angle will be going all the way along here. So how many degrees do we think for your reflex angle, Pat? Say about 300 degrees. Okay, so you can write 300 degrees. And then you can spell reflex angle. So reflex is spelled R-E-F-L-E-X. And then angle A-N-G-L-E. Reflex angle, okay? So we can say together a reflex angle is anywhere above 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. Pat, that was very well done. High five and a big round of applause for Pat, please, guys. There's one final type of the angle that we need to measure, and it's the big circle. So let's see who can remember how many angles for the big circle. Lakgao, come and join me at the front of class, please. So Lakgao gets to choose the largest angle, a complete circle. Now, can anybody remember how many degrees must a complete circle always be? Always 360 degrees. You see, we've got a protractor, which is like a semicircle, 180 degrees. If we go round another 180 degrees, 360 degrees. But what type of angle is this called? Can you remember? Full rotation, yes. All the way round, full rotation. So Lakgao, can you spell it for me, please? F-U-L-L, and then rotation, R-O-T-A-T, R-O-T-A-T, I-O-N. And similarly, the way a straight angle always has to be 180 degrees, a full rotation always has to be 360 degrees. Lakgao, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Lakgao, please, guys. So that was a recap of the previous lesson when our students were learning how to measure the various angles using a protractor. What we're going to do today is move on and have our students draw and design their own angles based on the number of degrees. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking about drawing angles. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, please, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation, Drawing Angles, Lesson 1. The instrument used to measure the size of angles is known as a protractor. Yes, and as we seen earlier with our board demonstration, a protractor will go from 0 to 180 degrees. And depending if you're left or right-handed, you can use either side, because you can see here in blue, if you're right-handed, we can start 0 to 180 degrees this way. Angles are measured in a unit called degrees. The symbol, you see this symbol here, small circle, represents degrees. So instead of having to write degrees all the time after the numbers, we can just do a small circle and then we know it's degrees. For example, 60 degrees is written as 60 followed by a small circle. Save time. Instead of having to write degrees after every angle, just 60 and small circle. A right angle is always exactly 90 degrees. Can it be 80 degrees? No. Can it be 100 degrees? No. A right angle always must be 90 degrees. And you see on the protractor here, 90 is the line going straight up. Right angles are created when a vertical line and a horizontal line meet. An acute angle is always less than 90 degrees. Yes. So an acute angle is anywhere from 1 degree to 89. Anywhere from 1 to 89 is acute. Acute angles can be different sizes, but always less than 90 degrees. Yes, you can see here all the different angles. All different sizes, but they're all acute angles because they're less than 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is always more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. Okay, so obtuse angles more than 90, so 91, but less than 180. So the obtuse angle starts here at 91 and can go all the way around to here, 179 degrees. Obtuse angles can be different sizes, but always more than 90 degrees. And you can see here a selection of obtuse angles, all more than 90 degrees, but less than 180. And here we have steps to draw an angle. Yes, the first step is always to draw our baseline. And then we use the protractor to measure how big do we want the angle to be. For example, in this exercise, what is the size of the angle? 40 degrees. So what we need to do, we've got our line written, and then we need to look at the protractor and find 40. Here it is here. So make a dot on the 40 degrees. So we know where 40 degrees is. And all we have to do then is draw the line from the vertex to connect the dot. And then we have our 40-degree angle. Okay? Everybody understand? Any questions? Okay, well done, guys. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation to remind them about right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles, and also the steps that we need to take in order to draw an angle correctly. And coming up, we've got a flashcards exercise for our students to practice further. But first of all, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. Okay, so for this stretch sequence, we'll begin by doing some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Very good, guys. Now we'll do some running on the spot. Ready? Jogging on the spot. Stop. Running on the spot. Arms in the air. Arms side to side. And then arms forwards and backwards. Stop. Running on a spot. And this time, while running on a spot, let's turn around. Okay, now running on a spot, and let's turn the other way. Stop. Okay, and let's touch our toes. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Stretch back up. Touch our toes. Stretch back up. Arms by our sides. And to finish, we will do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. Okay, so now we've got a flashcards exercise coming up for our students to practice how to draw. First of all, to measure. We've learned how to measure angles. Now we're going to measure and draw our own angles. Before we begin, I'm going to do a demonstration. So guys, we've got a protractor on the board. What's our lowest number? 0. What's our highest number?
180.
Okay, so someone tell me an angle that they want me to measure and draw between 1 and 179 degrees. 120. Okay, so first of all, let's find 120 on the protractor. So what I need to do, step 1, draw our line. Always start an angle with a straight line. And then we have our vertex here. Then what we need to do is we need to use our protractor to find 120. How does that look? That look okay for about 120 degrees? So then, draw our vertex, 1, 2, 0. Now, do I have to write degrees after? Don't have to write degrees. Remember the symbol? All we need to do, to save time, how many degrees? Okay, now is this angle acute or obtuse? Obtuse, well done. Remember, from 0 to 90, acute. And when we go from 90 to 180, obtuse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask some of my students to come forward, choose a flashcard, and then, depending on whether it's obtuse, acute, or a right angle, we'll give them an angle, a number of angles they need to design and draw on the board. So teachers, for this exercise, print off the flash sheets and cut the different types of angles into individual cards, and print off as many as you need for the students in your class. Fold them up and put them into a bowl or tray like this, and then we'll have our students come forward and draw their own angles. And the first student I would like to come forward is Prau. Come and join me at the front of class, please. Prau gets first pick at all the flashcards. So put anyone you want, Prau, and show it to your friends. What type of angle? Acute angle. Okay, so we want Prau to draw an acute angle from 1 to 89 degrees. But how many degrees? Somebody give Prau a number of angles. Has to be from 1 to 89 degrees. 55 degrees. That sounds good to me. Prau, can you demonstrate how to draw an angle of 55 degrees? So step 1 is our line. And then we have to find 55 on the protractor. So our angle will go, I think something like this, yes. Just make your line a little bit straighter. Perfect. And then don't forget your vertex and your number of degrees. Remember your vertex too. Okay, so how does that look? 55 degrees. straight across, and then up to 55. Looks okay to me. What about you guys? Acute or obtuse? Let go. Is this acute or obtuse? Acute angle, because it's less than 90 degrees. Prel, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity that we're doing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and do the same activity with your own students. But remember to choose a different student for each flashcard. And we're going to carry on playing here now. So let's see who can go next. The next student to come and choose a flashcard will be Bangpon. Come and join me at the front of class, please. So Bangpon, choose a flashcard and show it to your friends. Okay, so what type of angle does Bangpon have to draw? Can you show it to your friends? Right angle. Now, how many degrees is a right angle? 90 degrees. So, Bangpon, can you demonstrate how to draw a right angle? And remember, it always has to be 90 degrees. And then, using your protractor, can you find 90 degrees? So 90 degrees is vertical, straight up to about here. Perfect. And then, now to draw your vertex. How many degrees for your angle? 9, 0, and then your vertex 2. Don't forget your vertex, that shows the size of your angle. How about that one, guys? Does that look like 90 degrees? Yes, a right angle is always 90 degrees. So Bangpon, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Bangpon, please, guys. Okay, time for our next student. And now I would like to invite Down to come and join me on the front of class, please. So Down, can you choose a flashcard, please? Okay. What type of angle does Down have to draw? Acute angle. Well, how many degrees? What shall we have for Down? Prel had to draw an acute angle of 55 degrees. How 48? How about a little bigger one? 70. Down, can you draw an acute angle of 70 degrees, please? So 70 is looking around here. So step 1, draw your line. And then, looks great to me, your vertex and how many degrees. Perfect. What do we think, guys? 70 degrees. We've got our straight line to here, and then down. It's gone up. Looks okay to me. Yes? How many degrees? Acute or obtuse? Acute, because it's less than 90. Down. That was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Down, please, guys. Okay, now for our next student. And the next student I would like to invite to the front is Net. Come and join me at the front of class, please. Time for Net to choose a flashcard. Show it to your friends. What type of angle this time? Obtuse. Okay, so we know obtuse is more than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. So how many degrees should Net's obtuse angle be? 160. Okay, so Net, you're going from 0 to 160. Okay, so quite a big angle. So step 1, always draw your straight line. Okay, and then can you find 160? Okay, what do we think, guys? That look okay to you? Yes. Net's gone from 0 to around 160. So now, Net, can you draw your vertex? And how many degrees your angle is? 160 degrees. Okay, now is this an acute angle? This is an obtuse angle. Remember, anything less than 90, acute. Anything more than 90, obtuse. Net, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Net, please, guys. And now it's time for the worksheet part of our lesson. So teachers, make sure all students in your class get their own worksheet. And what they need to do is they need to use the protractor on the worksheet to correctly design and draw the acute, right, or acute obtuse angles with the number of degrees that are given for each of the questions. Okay, guys? So you need to read carefully how many degrees each angle is, and then use your protractor to draw the angles in the spaces provided. But what's the first thing to do? Names on top first. And give our students around 10 to 12 minutes for this activity. And if they need to, they can refer to the protractor on the board too. So Net, this one's for you. You're welcome. Pat, for you. You're welcome. Nadia, for you. You're welcome. Chu, for you. Down, here's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Prel, for you. Lakgao, for you. You're welcome. And Bangpon, for you. Okay, guys, so you've got 6 different angles. They're all either acute, obtuse, or a right angle. Have a read of each one, and using your protractor and the steps you've learned how to create your own angle, draw them correctly. And then that looks good to me, Pat. So then you write 25 and the degree symbol. And remember, the protractor goes both ways. So if you're left-handed, use the left-hand scale. If you're right-handed, use the right-hand scale, because it goes both ways. So the first one, acute angle, 25 degrees. So that's 25 degrees. So if you do it on the right-hand scale, 0 to 25 will be here, between 20 and 30. 25 degrees. And if you need any help, guys, let me know. Pakbong, that looks excellent. So you see 25, and then the next one is bigger, 50 degrees. No. So you've got 0 to 25 degrees here. So it will go from there to there. Perfect. Excellent, Prel. Well done. Very good. 25, 50, 70, 90. Excellent. You see the 90-degree angle is always the right angle. 100, 25. Excellent time. Very good. Okay, so now you're showing how to measure and draw your own angles. Brilliant. 25, 50, 70. See, 25, 50, 70. And 90 degrees is our right angle. 100, 125. Perfect, Pak Bung. Excellent. And then in our next lesson, we'll be drawing the angles that are even bigger, that go from 180 to 360 degrees.
Excellent, Nadia. C25.
Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise, where they had to demonstrate their understanding of first measuring and then drawing the correct angles according to the worksheet. My students here all did a brilliant job, so well done, guys. Very well done. And that's all we've got time for today's lesson. In the next lesson, we'll continue to learn how to measure and draw angles, but the next ones will be larger than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. So we'll see you for the next lesson soon. Can we all turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Bye-bye. See you again soon.